Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. First things first, TGIF, everyone. Hopefully everybody ready for the weekends, brother, whatever plans they got. Hopefully y'all enjoy yourselves and stay safe as always. Another week done went by quickly. Um, And if you was able or you blessed to wake up this morning again, give your praises to the Most High for waking you up this morning. Hustle, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate everybody that tuned in last night for the live talk and conversation. Definitely was a good one on all angles. Shout outs to Mary B. Shout outs to my boy NY Drew. Shout outs to Brian Robinson. And also shout outs to the Word for popping in last night on the panel. Definitely was a good discussion. It was a long discussion, but it was a good discussion nonetheless. If you missed it, you catch the replay. Um, Definitely was a good situation that was needed, and I feel some of the people definitely got something out of it as well too. It's all about building. It's all about building, and just being as constructive and as productive as possible. Um, Might be a part two to that. Definitely, I'm gonna set that up at some point. Um, I look forward to having more conversations regardless because, you're going to have people who are going to pop in, especially when there's situations that it triggered them, but it triggered them the right way. You know, again, there's nothing wrong with just getting good views and opinions and also good knowledge from different people. You know, I know there's certain topics people might not want to chime in on because of specifics, and I can respect it on that level. But then there's other things I'm going to tell you straight up right now. Um, When it comes to combos like this, you should be able to bring it all day, every day. Ryder, what's going on, my guy? Definitely was a good one, though. Latanya, what's going on, baby? Hope all is well with you. But yeah, definitely, I appreciate everybody that popped in, because everybody was spitting gems as always, you know, bringing some real facts to the table. Um, and also, let me say this. Happy birthday before she do pop in, if she do pop in today. Happy birthday to Tamika Davis. Happy birthday, baby. Many more blessings around the sun. And may you enjoy your day or enjoy your weekend. It is your birthday weekend, so may it be grand and all. Um, and happy birthday, basically, to anybody who might have a birthday either this upcoming weekend or whatever. Definitely another year around the sun. Stay blessed, stay humble, stay doing what you've been doing. You know, John, what's going on? I hear you, Latanya. Sometimes you're gonna fall into a little funk or whatever, but you'll get your groove back, and it's necessary. Sometimes we're gonna have a little repressed time, but the main thing to remember is, you don't let nothing hold you down forever neither. And again, I know for those who might not be in here right now, yeah, that live was a long one, but nonetheless still a great one. Um, it's always good to get conversations and get good insight from different people. Doesn't matter, because things that we speak about is going on around the world. So, I also felt that as far as acceptable society, in my opinion, like I said, it just the things that we know for a fact should have never been accepted in the first place. misinformation and misleading the youth, misinformation and misleading the people, period, and just, it was a whole bunch of different things going on. Like, again, it's become acceptable in society now, especially for some women, to, play the victim, even when there's kids involved. Again, I would advise y'all, you know, especially some of y'all new young parents. I would advise y'all to put y'all differences aside for real and come together for the betterment of that child. You know, if you was doing what you was doing, now you gotta face up and do what's necessary. Yeah, bro, you missed another one. I had to set that live a little later than expected. I was going to do that around 7, but I got up around 7, so I set the live for around 10:30 last night. But it was a good one nonetheless. And shout outs to Word. I was able to pop in this live for a little while, even while I was still live last night. So, again, it was definitely some good lives and some good topics going on last night. What's going on, my guy? But yeah, last night was definitely a good convo. And, again, shout outs to Mary B. You know, I respect women like that because, again, you know, despite that they are women, they are just some things that, you know, logical women are not going to be for. Like, playing around again, using the kids as pawns, keeping them away from the fathers. Right now, that's not the good look. And see, it's been accepted in society to a degree because the cycle's still going. I think that's the saddest thing about it, too, because, again, you don't know if that's going to be your last time seeing that person or not. And if that person is ready and willing to be a focal part of their child's life, let them. Unless you necessarily have to keep them away for specific reasons, don't sit there and deny them that bond, regardless. You don't know how that's going to pan out. And then again, how do you explain to these people when they find out the real truth about what's what? Again, like I was saying last night about the specific things that you don't want to be caught out there or get in that situation. Because again, you're going to have these people asking, well, what the hell was you thinking when you did this? Or what possessed you to do this? Why you gave me hassle about doing this when you was doing this? Again, you set yourself up for certain failures when you put yourself out there in certain positions. And again, a lot of you young men and women out there, you have to understand this, man. You can't be caught out there like that. Because once it's out there, it's out there. And then sometimes you just got to be aware of the trap. Because sometimes that's what it be, a trap. It'd be a mental trap, number one. And then it becomes a physical trap. Like, no. Some of y'all gonna have to get it together. And if you ain't prepared for the responsibilities of a 9 months or any of that other thing, y'all really gotta get it together. And there's some situations again that, for a fact you really shouldn't be part of because that right there is ripping the moral fabric. Because if you're trying to teach your kids morals, but you out here at these freak fest and everything else, what are you really setting an example on? You're basically counteracting what you trying to produce. But nonetheless, it definitely was a good convo, and I appreciate everybody that did pop in on the panel, giving their insight and everything. Definitely was a good one. We're gonna have more talks like that and specific talks. And again, whether the people hit the panel or not, it really doesn't matter to me. Just know that I'm gonna always be bringing what I'm bringing, some great content. There's a lot of things that people try to shy away from. I ain't shying away from these topics because again, we got to figure out some sort of course of action to where we can start being more productive again. Some of it does start with just bringing the right structure together. The right structure, a lot of times, is bringing back that family dynamic structure and that moral fabric while you're doing so. Like I said, I can't expect my kid not to be out there doing porno or anything else. Prime example, if I'm out here doing porno, that's what I'm saying. Like it something has to, you know, at some point you're gonna have to make a stern and a choice decision because if you don't, it's gonna bite you in the long run. Also, I want to give praise and healing condolences to Angel today. Today is her brother's funeral, so like I said, she's been going through a lot lately. Like a lot of people been going through a lot. And I know today is going to be a hard one, but just know that we're here for you. We love you. And, if anything, if you need me, you already know how to contact me. And that's healing prayers for everybody that needed, everybody that lost somebody recently. Again, I'm going to repeat that because I'm truthful to my word. Life is precious no matter what. And it's too short to just be delving in specific drama. It's too short to be focusing on the wrong type of distractions. And it's too short to be sitting back and not trying to take necessary steps and actions, especially when it's needed. These talks will always be needed. And in the same token, there are going to be a lot of people that are bringing these real conversations to the light. And I respect every last one of them, whether you actually on the forefront or you doing things along the lines of inspiring the people to do so. One thing I am going to say too to some people, I would encourage y'all again, inspire y'all to start bringing some contents on your channels as well too. I know some people like to just support, but then you got some that actually got more than just support in them. And if you got the time and the effort to do so, do so. Bring something to your channel that the people can resonate with. And right now, if you want to bring the knowledge anywhere else that you're going, you might as well bring it on your platform as well. That's a better way for the people to really resonate with you as a whole. But, nonetheless, the main thing is to do is encourage somebody to do something. That's part of uplifting. And if we get to community agreement, again, we can start uplifting more people. Start giving what's necessary. Give back opportunities. But yeah, all in all, though, definitely was a good one. And despite the 4 hours, you know, within the 4 hours, it definitely was a lot of jewels, gems, a little bit of laughter, and everything in the midst of it, like always. So, it's always going to be different people bringing something to the table. One thing I can say is when you support real people, and you genuine about supporting them, you're going to continue to support them. You're going to continue to have their backs. You're going to continue to keep it real and keep it humble. And I think that's the best aspect of building no matter what platform you use. Because you can build with people that you know for a fact. Don't get it twisted. Cyber world, yeah, it's crazy to some degrees, but you'll find some genuine people on it again. And it's not that the internet is crazy, like some people would say, oh, the internet crazy. No, it's the people on the internet that's crazy. But that's if you came across the wrong type of people. So in that instance, I would say you would have to be um, literally correct on that. It's not the internet that's crazy. It's the people on the internet, the things that are presented on the internet, especially by people that should have a better common sense or a better moral standing to not do certain things. But hey, can't dictate and control what goes on in anybody's life. But the main thing for those who might kind of be moving that way, you will want to stop yourself while you're ahead. Again, just if you're going to either support or you're going to do certain things along those lines, and you do so. But again, you don't create a battleground where you're showing the wrong type of ideas. Again, people are going to come on here. If they see y'all cursing up the storm, wilding out, even to a point of, yeah, who gonna want to be a part of that? That's gonna be the first thing. Well, what exactly am I getting from this? You got some people again that they love that shit. Sorry, they do. But in that same token, you just be like, man, it's time to start having better conversations, having better buildings, and that's what we need to do. And some people again, they ain't gonna want to do it because they already wired it and they already set a certain way, and that's just the way they gonna hold it down. But for some of those who feel like that's what it is, you still got time to really make something happen. Again, make a conscious effort in your life to change certain aspects in your life. Like, get rid of some of that poison and that hate that you have. Listen, I had people who done me wrong to the fullest extent, and I still don't forgave them and let them go because again, what's more important? A wise decision or a stupid decision. A lot of times you're gonna make a wise decision. So I've always felt this way, regardless of what's going on. Sometimes you can forgive and just let it be, regardless to what. Oh shoot, you know, nobody paid attention. This be the problem sometimes. Ah man, my bad, y'all. But my bad. Chill town, what's going on, my guy? This is another thing too with some parents. Start being more mindful. I know sometimes when they the babies, they be going 2.5, but gotta pay attention, especially when you out in the street, especially on concrete grounds and stuff like that, because they get scraped up and hurt up real bad. And again, when they that young, you gotta be up on them because any little incident can happen. So if y'all hear some screaming in the background, you know what. But yet I digress though. Time to start seeing things in a better light. Like I said, I had people who done me wrong and they ain't do nothing wrong on any type of time, but just if it wasn't words, it was just action. And I let it go. Why? Because I was born to be a bigger man than that. Some things I'm just not going to pay attention to. I'm not even going to delve into it. It's not about what you will do. It's about what you won't do. And I refuse and I won't entertain certain things I know is going to land me behind the big wall. So you always got to be in control of any type of real emotion, even when it does come to certain situations of betrayal. You got to be able to be strong and also calculated and see the silver lining at the end of the day. Breeze, what's going on, my guy? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. But yeah, that's the one thing you got to remind yourself. I'm not willing to waste my time and my life over something if it's not necessary. If it ain't a righteous or a law of the land that needs to happen, I ain't gonna do all of that because it's worthless. Because again, I'm wasting my life for nothing. And then if I got a family, prime example, who the hell gonna hold down the fort? You know, that's what you got to think, and that's on both ends, the men and the women. You got to think, what's more important? You know, your reputation or your freedom. Your reputation as a person, regardless to what's going on, will still remain as is. Again, if you got a reputation of just being calm, cool, collective, and prime example, non-violent, that's just who you are. It is what it is. But then remember, at some point, you even the most non-violent person got to defend themselves at some point, especially when it's becoming way too much. Like I said, there's only so much you want to slap somebody before they slap you right back. Love, baby, what's going on, baby? No doubt, bro. I hear you on that. Night out, what's going on, baby? Hope all is well with you. Been a little minute. Hope all is well with everybody that just been tuning in. That's what I'm saying. I know when it comes to me, some people are not getting the notifications. Some people are. Some people already be live because again, I don't just got supporters. I do got real rock out supporters as far as content creators and vice versa. I know y'all all been doing your thing one way or another, which you are supposed to be doing. You know, keeping the content flowing. Um, if y'all haven't done so by now, y'all already know y'all can drop links and show each other some love in there. Um, promotion on all ends. It ain't shameless promotion. It's just promotion over here. Um, but again, you gotta learn to just don't let it fester, but also don't let it control your whole narrative or your whole thinking thought. Your thinking rapport basically. Because if you already are one of those established people, like, all right, I'm thinking well above and beyond, and you might have a couple snafus come along the way, you got to be in control of that. Happy birthday, Tamika, baby. I just rang you up, see? Hope all is well with you. And again, many, many blessings, baby. And shout outs to Liz B, because I caught her post. That's what it was. But, many more blessings around the sun, baby. Again, you just got to be not just, you got to be more carefully select, not just with the people that you surround yourself with, but just around the aura that you surround yourself around. Like if I know I'm not trying to be in a like prime example, some people don't like bars. If I don't like a bar, I'm not going in one. And if I do go in one, it better be for a specific reason. Other than that, I'm not chilling. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. No, because we know majority of the times when we go to the bars, a lot of times you can have some good times, and there's other times you're gonna have a whole brawl or possibly a shootout. You never know. Serious, what's going on, baby? That's what's up, Night Owl. Glad everything's all right on your end. Like I'm glad everybody is tuned in. Glad everybody is blessed to wake up and see another morning. Um, that's why I say when it comes to certain topics, I'm gonna always bring it regardless because we need it. You might get different people that pop in, especially when it's something that's being brought up, something that we really need to be focusing on. We need to focus on not just rebuilding the family structure, but rebuilding the community structure. And I stand firm on that too, because again, you're gonna have situations where you can't always rely on specific people. You're gonna have to get out there and do the work yourself, one way or another. Tanya, what's going on, baby? But this is the thing, oh no. Like last night I knew, like I said, it was a little bit long, but I done been on longer lives and then still had the people, having a good vibe about the conversations because again, it's always needed. Don't matter if it's about history, politics, whatever's going on. Anything that we know we can really bring awareness to, that's what we do. But again, I've always felt that way too. Be in control of that emotion. You know, You don't want it to be a situation where you done messed yourself up for life again because you allowed specific, negativity to plague your mind and even put you into that position. I can give myself a clear example. When I was younger and I had a situation with somebody, oh, we got it on and everything. Like, and I literally whooped that dude ass. But the fact that he thought he wanted to come back and do something extra, I wasn't going to allow that regardless anyway. But I was aware of a situation. And when it was all said and done, when it was told to me what he was trying to do, I said I kind of figured that. Why? Because I know people get that emotional when they take a loss, especially when they think they got the advantage. And dude clearly had the advantage, but don't let my height and my size fool you. That's the one thing I could always tell somebody. Because a lot of times height don't mean nothing. Weight don't mean nothing. It's about the actual fight. But all in all though, it could have got dire, but then again, it didn't because most people came in and intervened. And they had to let them know anyway. You do that, you're gonna have to leave. So, again, sometimes you have to be in control of your emotions. And if you're not, somebody will be coming in to intervene at times. And it could have been easily the same way with me because I already got wind of something. I could have easily said, okay, we gonna play gun for gun. All right, bet. But I didn't have to go that route. Why? Because again, I was taught to use these weapons that I was born with, hands and feet. And if I don't gotta use that, I use my mind and my intellect. That's what I'm supposed to do. As a grown man, that's what you're supposed to do, period. As a grown woman, that's what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to elevate at some point. Even if you want to be somewhat young spirited, that don't mean you gotta be young minded. There's a difference. When you young spirited, that's when you feel like you can still do whatever until a certain age. That's just keeping yourself young and keeping yourself intact. You don't want to feel old and you ain't old. But young minded, when you start making decisions that could be, that deadly or that costly on one end or another, nah, gotta catch yourself. Or if you're doing something that could be leading to a lifetime of headaches on and off, you need to get it together. Again, young spirited and young minded, two different things. Sometimes you really gotta be politically correct with people, or you have to be literally correct with people sometimes. That's just like telling somebody you can work any position or you could be whatever it is you want to be in life as long as you put your mind to it. Where it goes against some people just say you could be whatever you want to be. You could be anything in this world. You could be any and everything in this world. Really? So there could be a garbage can tomorrow? That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta be mindful on how you, put out certain information, especially when you are dealing with people. And that's the main thing to remember, try to bring the best messages out, but also try to uplift as well. And I feel last night was definitely a strong and uplifting conversation in some aspects because I'm quite sure at some point that message will spread around the world again because some people have to understand this. There's some things in life that are bigger than us, and if we ain't getting it together and staying together at this point in time, we might as well just give up on everything. And why should we give up? Christy, what's going on, baby? Oh yeah, strong topics of that caliber and that nature is needed, and we're gonna keep resonating with it. Because again, the focal point of everything is trying to make change one way or another, even if it does start with this. Well, I know some of y'all almost damn near went to sleep on me last night, but yet and still, when the convos get deep like that, this is what you are going to get. But this is content that is needed. This is content that should bring awareness one way or another. London, what's going on, baby? You already know, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. You already know. Like I said, definitely some good ones in here. Good supporters, good content creators, and that's the most important thing too to remember as far as building even on here is that you're gonna always come across some, you know, free spirited people, but you're also gonna come against with those who are free spirited, but also they on point. They know what the mission is. They know what the accomplishment is or what it should be. Change for the better. We got to start breaking down these barriers that are not just keeping us divided, but keeping us asleep. You don't have to be super woke to see what's going on in the areas that you live in. You don't have to be super woke to identify and be specific on what's needed right now. You know, we need more change. We need more educational value. We need more. We need more resources, and the resources that we do have, they barely standing right now as it is. Because you don't have the right people that's actually trying to support and not trying to be a part of the movement or the growth. A lot of people really have that notion of just saying, well, it already got this far, so forget it. I don't need to be bothered. I don't need to be, I don't need to do this. I don't need to be part of this. You should want to be. Because when there's situations like that around that magnitude, that could affect your family one way or another. Again, it's things that are being accepted in society that really shouldn't be accepted. That's what I'm saying. People are living in an acceptable society right now. But we need to get back to a realistic one. It's just some things that, regardless to what we know ain't natural and we shouldn't be promoting it. Word, what's going on, my guy? Yo, bro, I was back and forth though. Um, I was back and forth in the chat only because that live went longer than I expected, but it was definitely a good talk. You know, and again, I appreciate everybody that popped in on the panel. Shout outs to Mary B. Shout outs to Word. Shout outs to Brian. Shout outs to my boy NY Drew. Everybody came up and brought something that was needed and necessary. Gems and jewels that some people could resonate with and actually start getting together on. But you always are supposed to uplift one way or another, and even these conversations are uplifting. Because you got some people that think that they're not content creators that really speak on stuff like this or just bring real good, but then they come to find out when they come across certain people, oh, I like this. You know what? I could get down with this. I like this. This seems like it's a good vibe. You know what? I could deal with that. And that's mostly how it's supposed to be for those who are building along that level. You're supposed to keep a balanced ground in your chat, a balanced ground, period. You can't allow people to try to overrun or even try to do anything along those lines of dictation. You know, you have to steer the ship. There are a lot of people who got great channels, actually putting out real, genuine content that's needed. James number 8, what's going on, my guy? Yeah, don't worry, I'm starting my Friday pettiness already. Um, but yeah, we need that. What better way to again reach the people that need to be reached and actually uplift and try to bring together the right type of people than to do it this way. A lot of times that's what you need a forum. Except my channel dead. I ain't messing with you, bro. Nah, bro. I did come back. Like I said, I was back and forth at one point. But like I said, they definitely was dropping some gems at one point. So I just was like, let it rock, you know. But we always gonna support each other one way or another. Even if we do miss certain parts, we do catch replays. So, but that's the main thing about supporting, and especially for the content creators. If you are putting out content, you know, you're gonna get some good, some bad. Sometimes you're gonna get some ugly, but the main thing you are supposed to do is keep everything in order. Keep yourself in order, keep yourself focused, and just, if you feel you have to go back to the necessary steps or you have to take certain necessary steps for the betterment, do so. Never stifle yourself regardless to what you're doing in life. Don't stifle yourself or ever sell yourself just for whatever. Riders, what's going on, baby? But again, it was definitely some good lives, some good conversations happening last night. I missed a portion, but not too much of it, bro. I gotta catch some of it. Like I said, definitely. And shout outs to Marlene and Nexie for popping in on his panel too, as well. Definitely some good sisters that popped in as well too over here. Again, we coming together for a better situation. It's not just about it's not just about single situations. No, it's about worldwide situations. Situations that we know for a fact could be damaging on all ends. Because guess what? What affects one kid affects all kids. I don't care about the race again. It's literally about what affects people in general. You know, and we're gonna see and come across some specific things at some point that we know for a fact is gonna still try to draw out, you know, the negative emotion. But we gotta see past that and think past that, you know. But like I said, it will come together at some point. It's gonna be a little struggle, a little battle, but everyday life is a battle. So, and for that everyday battle in life, you just gotta be ready and strong to face whatever is coming for you or coming to you. You know. But again, you gotta stay strong. I feel you, bro. No, and that's what I'm saying. You always gonna have people that come in here and bring some dripping jewels to the platforms. And even for those that don't want to be content creators, I feel some of y'all should, because you have something to bring. And if you got a voice and you're gonna be free spirited on that, you might as well get into it. You know. But gotta remember, life is short, life is precious. If you're not doing nothing constructive within your time frame, you're basically wasting time. And then when you do decide to do something, half the things you would want to do is already too late to do. You should have already been thinking and doing. Marlene, what's going on, baby? Every time I speak one of y'all up, you end up popping up in the chat. Let's see who else. Papa Will is somewhere shadow hugging like he always is. I seen him last night. Think he's slick. I seen him. He shadow hugging like a few other ones. I smell Leonard coming in here at some point during this live stream. I taste it in the air. I know GJ definitely in the shadows lurking and watching. I taste that in the air too. See, he's all good people regardless, so don't think I'm coming at people. Some people will not say, oh, why you gonna come at them like that? I'm not coming at nobody. Being myself, son. But I know who the shadow lurkers and the shadow huggers are. A lot of y'all. But you know, it's still beneficial and it still works out regardless, you know. There are some people that, man, listen, that's for another live. But like I said, it is what it is. But yeah, it definitely was a good conversation. You know, you got women that are gonna bring some real situations to light. You're gonna have some kings that are gonna bring things to the light. You know, again, I feel greatness comes on all ends. Guess what? Men and women are born from men and women. Because without the men, women wouldn't get pregnant. So again, greatness comes from both parents. It's time to stop always saying it's just strong women, strong. No, it's strong men too, especially those who are doing what they're supposed to be doing, especially them family men. You know, and just like Word said last night, and that is a fact. Y'all would praise and give big ups to the people that are lost portion of their life with their kids and family and everything else, but you won't give that same praise to somebody who actually doing what they supposed to be doing. That's what I'm saying. In that instance, it's like this is accepted in society. It's an acceptable society, and it's not a realistic one. Now, if we get back to the realistics, oh, trust me, we could get a lot of things going, and we could really shake the ground in more ways than one. You know, again, it takes two. It takes two to tango. It takes two to create, but it also takes two to raise their kids strong and great. So, and even if you are in single parent situations, you still got a task at hand. But again, I feel that family dynamic is needed more than anything. Whether y'all stick together relationship wise or not, it shouldn't be about y'all. It should be about those kids at the end of the day again. So when there's kids involved, yo quote unquote single life or your quote unquote carefree life ain't gonna be carefree no more. Because now you have to be responsible for raising, you know, for raising them children. And you have to be responsible. And again, some of y'all have to stop using these kids as pawns. Again, I knew people who had their situations, they couldn't stand each other, but they were strong enough to put everything aside and make sure that their kid was happy. They didn't have to worry about why their parents was arguing, why this was happening, why this was happening, even when they wasn't together. So again, you got to put your differences aside for the namesake and for the future sake of the children that's involved. Because any type of arguments or any type of disagreements, especially in front of young kids like that, they get confused. They don't know what's going on. So again, it's about what messages you are, relaying out there. Because if you're relaying a message of this is how you're supposed to keep your loved one, or this is how you're supposed to keep your man or your woman, not so much as in check. I wish people would stop saying that too. You can't put somebody in check if you ain't even saying nothing correct. There's some of y'all think you're putting somebody in check just because of the attitude and the the batteries in your back from other people, but you really not saying much of nothing. Again, It's certain things in life that they always try to portray and put on the man himself, but no, women out there who's just as equally responsible for a lot of different things. The same way they say men are responsible for death, so are women. Some women have caused death just by lies and manipulation. Don't let us go down history again. For every man that did something, you had a woman that did something that's equally worse, well, as equal or even a little bit worse. Like you have women out here who are setting people up, getting them killed, just because they trying to get a come up. Let's not forget about that. Same way a man would do that, a woman could do that just as easy. I know a person, well, I ain't know him, but you know, name was ringing to a degree, but he got caught up in the situation. Set up by a whole girl. And lucky it didn't get crazy, but still, it goes to show you. Same way a man that try to set you up on certain situations, a woman is just as equally responsible to do that as well. So again, you gotta be mindful of your situations. And again, I would urge some of you young parents out there to stop having your kids that's under the age of 2 or under the age of 10 for that matter. Anything under a certain age, stop having them outside all hours of the night, man. Especially in areas where you know it could get crazy in the blink of an eye. I stress this out because again, you have to think about the preservation of your life and for the preservation of your kids and your family. You can't preserve anything if you're putting yourself in a messed up situation that could put you in that type of bind. Again, you have to think clearly before you do anything. No doubt, Christy, I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Tanya. I know. Again, you know, you have to remember, you have to start thinking more clearly and more responsible, not for yourself, but for your namesake and for your children's. You know, that you need to. I think that's where everybody got to get on board again, rebuilding not just family structure but community structure. Some people got to be able to come together and say, regardless if this is my kid or not, I don't want that kid going down a certain path, especially if y'all already done been down that path. And you have some people who will intervene and try to do the best because they don't want to see somebody going down that same road or even possibly worse. Davis, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, you know, we need those definite inspirational talks. You know, some point we're gonna have to break down the barriers. We're gonna have to start coming together for better purposes. And I'm gonna say this again for some that need to hear. If you're in a situation where either you got a deadbeat baby mother or a deadbeat baby father, that's the only time I feel you should be going ham or going in about child support and all that other stuff. But if you have somebody that's strong, active, willing to be there for the kid, whether they with you or not, let them do such. Riaz, what's going on? You know, again, just think about that. Because in the long run, you are essentially affecting the kids. You're not affecting just the father, you're affecting the kids. But I would tell y'all fathers too, especially the ones who are strong and who really want to be a part of the kid's life. You got to fight every battle tooth and nail, regardless to what, even down to the court system. You're going to have to do such because in order for you to really get a strong hold on certain things, you can't quit the fight. You got some people who done had a battle probably for a couple of years, but at some point they got what they needed. Like even if it's joint custody, look, we gonna have to do this because you're not gonna keep this kid away from me, and this kid is not gonna think that I don't want to be a part of their life. I'm not doing nothing for them, none of that. And you have some spiteful men and women that actually do shit like that too. Like I said, it goes on both angles because it's not just women that's doing stuff like that. You got some men who are doing stuff like that as well too. But again, y'all got to put all that personal stuff to the side and worry about the focus of that kid. And I feel that's always going to be the downfall for some reason. That people won't get out of their own personal feelings and emotions and worry about the situation at hand, which are the youth. But once you do start coming to a common ground on certain situations, you'll start seeing the light shine on a lot of different things that are needed. Some people will actually start feeling good about what's going on, not just in the world around them, but just feeling good about themselves. Then again, you're gonna have some people that they don't want to see nothing outside of negativity, headaches, stress, and heartaches. So you're gonna have some that say they for the fight, but they honestly not for the fight. But again, it's all about being real with yourself and being real with the people. If you can't be real and come to realization with your things and your flaws and everything else, then guess what? You can't be around the people. But all in all, I did love the conversation regardless. And those convos, like I said, there'll be a part two to that. And there'll be an open panel again. You know, that's what I'm saying. With certain topics, you're gonna always have breakdowns. You're gonna always have part twos and threes because, again, these type of talks and topics we see this day in and day out. And I think the next part of that, accepted society versus realistic society is going to definitely have to deal with the school system. But this is what little Mario was going on, bro. Again, happy Friday to everybody that pulled in. TGIF, my suckers. And that's what I'm saying. When you have talks like this, regardless to who and what, these topics do hit, and these topics do actually bring some sort of light to situations, but it also brings peace, harmony, and it does bring some healing. But again, it makes you think. It makes you think. If it's people like me talking about these situations, imagine who else is. And that's what I'm saying. You have to work. You have to remember that. In order to bring the best aspects of life to the light, you got to envision it, and then you just got to make it work. You'll take some bumps and bruises in life, nothing that you can't get over. And there's some things that some people are not going to get over, but again, a struggle is only going to be as long as you allow it to affect you and keep you under. Like some people have told me with some of the stuff I've gone through and some of the stuff that I'm producing and doing what I'm doing, you know, where most people would have drowned, you still riding the waves, surfing and doing whatever. Yeah, because I've always had a strong, clear, level minded approach in life. Even when I was at my youngest, I still had a clear, level minded head to say some things I'm just not going to do. Some things, if I have to do it, I'm going to do it, but it's going to be beneficial. And yet, and still, it didn't have to affect nobody's life at the long run. So, oh nah, just chiming in with the people this morning, and giving some clear insights on specifics from last night's live. Definitely going to be a part two to that, because again, some of y'all have allowed certain things in society, even when it comes down to the schools. You have allowed it to happen already, and then you're not really standing strong against it. Because again, right now we are living in a acceptable society where everything is accepted, good, bad, and ugly. Everything is being accepted. Realistic reality, a lot of the bad things that we see ain't supposed to be accepted, and it's not supposed to take place. But you know, that's an impossible task. Oh, okay, I hear you, Davis. Nah, but that's what I'm saying. You're gonna definitely get the good one. So, like I said, congratulations also to everybody who just got monetized recently, partially monetized on the way too. And future congratulations to those who are building and trying to get their channels where they're gonna get their channels at. Again, the main thing to remember is just stay strong, stay humble, and stay focused on your goal no matter what it is. And that's a clear message to some people, period. Stay clear on whatever your goal is and keep focused on it. Even when your mind get a little cluttered, sit back, observe, reflect, then you know how to move from there. Like if you've seen certain things going wrong in the midst of your building, sit back, take a re-look at whatever, and then you move from there. But all in all, though, that will be another topic of discussion as far as acceptable living, because at some point, when do you stop accepting madness in your schools, especially if you're putting your kids in the school system again? So, like I said, there's always ways to break down specific topics because you're gonna always have different elements coming into the field. I ain't messing with you, Davis. I hear you. Sleazy yeet, going on, baby. But that's like last night again. You're gonna have some women that pop up on this panel. You're gonna have some kings that pop up on this panel, and they all gonna bring you something. Especially when it's a good, genuine conversation. And these are conversations that affect us in the long run. And the main thing to remember too, you know, when you are bringing topics to the table, yeah, you need a little reprisal, you need a little comedy relief. Re, you know, recess time for a little bit. Sometimes it's necessary. But you keep everything on goal and on focus. Like if you bring in a strong topic, stick to it, and make sure that the people that's coming up stick to that topic as well too, or add something to the element. I've seen where some people have gone wrong. Some people have allowed people to come up and completely mess up or get off topic on whatever the topic was. As a content creator, in my opinion, that should never happen. Only because, again, that takes away from the value of what you're doing. And you got some people that are doing that purposely because I feel like at some points, maybe it's just my opinion on it. Maybe it could be some actual factual, but some people are mad because they can't produce the content the way you're producing it. They're upset because they want to do something, but they don't know how to do it. or they just really don't know how to interact with people. But my thing is, if you can have a regular conversation with somebody, you should be able to bring anything to the table, no matter what you're doing on your platform. Lil Robbie, what's going on, my guy? But nonetheless, again, there's always going to be something brought up. Because last night we hit a few topics in one topic. Because again, it had to deal with acceptable society. It's accepted for some people to lie and not get in trouble. It's accepted for some people to get away with certain crimes that they know they shouldn't have done in the first place. Again, it's acceptable to lie to kids and misinform them. And it's also been acceptable to just do what you feel is necessary to keep somebody else down. Instead of trying to say, you know what, if I can't build with you, I can still respect you enough to leave you alone. They got people that just refuse to do so. And again, we don't expect a perfect world, but we at least expect things to be changed for the better. The better the youth, the better the future generation. It's needed. No doubt, London, appreciate you, baby. Always got to do the morning wrap up with the people. Um, but again, a strong conversation is what's going to bring strong building, and even stronger views to the platforms. And I ain't talking about views as far as the numbers is concerned. I'm talking about just people actually listening and watching and liking what's going on. That should be the most important thing. So it's not about how many views you got. It's about how many people viewed and actually took something with them. I wouldn't care if it was 2 views or 1,000 views. As long as somebody took something out the message, I'm happy. That's the only time I'll worry about the numbers. Is if it really went around, went around. Other than that, I don't listen. Some people go ape start because they not getting the specific views or the likes or whatever, whatever. Man, listen, I don't follow that neither. Like I said, when it comes to me, I'm gonna bring what's necessary for the people, and we all gonna build and grow off of it. We gonna have our fun, we gonna have our strong talks, our building. We need all of that. There is a balance that's needed. Prime example, I could remember one of my videos. I know I had over 400 people watched that one video or that one live. But it was only like 35 likes. You think I cared about that? It should have been up, but hey, I don't care. You got some people that say I ain't doing nothing until you get them likes up. Get them likes up. I'm not going for all of that. Look, I'm just gonna bring my message. I'm gonna be direct with it, and then I'm gonna have some fun afterwards. That's what makes me different in most ways. Where some people care about certain things, I don't really care. Like I said, as long as that message is being conveyed out there and being, and bringing awareness, but also building, I'm happy. Like you have some people that say, "Yo, you should have this amount. You should have this amount." Listen, it comes when it comes. Right now, that could be a sign from the man upstairs saying that, regardless to what you growing organically. Continue doing that. Stay humble. Your blessings is coming one way or another, or whatever views and whatever ideas you do have is coming. And you got some people that don't care if they content helps people or not. They just focused on the numbers. And that's where you will always mess up because you are losing face with the people. And at some point, the people will start noticing that, and then they'll start leaving or surely just falling back. And you can't get mad about that. I told one person one time before, you have to focus on the main goal. It's not just about getting the subs, it's not just about being monetized. You got to focus on whatever it is you bring into the platform. And you got to make sure that whatever you bring into the platform is, if not top notch, at least bring something that's good and decent for the people. You don't want to keep bringing them the same old madness day in and day out, or you don't want to bring them something where they don't know what the hell to do. Like I told somebody, you can't just have a live stream if you're not going to really bring nothing or interact with the people. And if you feel you can't interact or you just shy at that point, then you should fall back and do certain things until you are ready. See, with me, I can always talk to the people. Like I told people, I would have probably been did content on YouTube, but I know it was way different. There was some things I just wasn't going to jump into because, again, you want to bring something that's organic and gives real light to things. And again, conversations do happen. And when you really are being focused on the main topics at hand, especially topics that affect us day in and day out, who doesn't want to have this conversation? And that's what I'm saying. You build organic, you be organic, you bring the content that's organic. I wouldn't care if you was having the same conversation day in and day out and you added different views and aspects to it or even different stories to it. Still a conversation nonetheless. You are interacting with people. And at some point, that bill does go where it needs to go. That's why I enjoy these talks of conversation. Like I said, whether the people hit the panel or not, I always enjoy these conversations. And I always feel at some point the people are resonating and some people actually are taking something. For each one, teach one. You know, that's the most important thing to remember. You know, be comfortable within your realms, be comfortable with what you're doing, and stand strong on what you're doing. Never let nobody knock you down or take you down a notch. You gotta always, and again, just be mindful. But when you're doing that, it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to know that you're bringing something to light, but you're bringing something to the people that feels right and it feels organic. I hear you, bro. See, like that's what I'm saying. You have some people who are camera shy. You got some people who, if they not camera shy, they don't feel like they need to. Like, see, with me, it wouldn't matter if I camped up or not. There ain't no catfish. The voice and the face is the same person. Doesn't matter. Sometimes I can't really grab certain things the way I want to because, yeah, New York City, baby. Like, you got to get uh, likeness and all that other stuff and permissions, even if you are out and about to a degree. So, for those who don't like, then this is my thing too. I can see if it was somebody that is not planning on doing content, but in that same token, if they are a supporter and they do rock with you and they come up, that's different. There are some people that are not content creators, but they're good supporters. They don't have no real avatar, but they real people, especially when they text and talk or when they hit the panel and say what they got to say. You have is a whole different, variety of people who do content. Some people cam up, some people don't. Some people bring cooking, some people bring gaming, some people bring whatever. Whatever it is they're bringing, whether it's through a premiere, upload, whatever. You know, you're bringing something real regardless. You're bringing content, and content is the key. I wouldn't care if it was the same content but just different levels and aspects of it. It's still content. That's what's up, Riaz. Congratulations, bro. Keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing. Like I tell everybody, keep grinding and doing what you're doing. To remember, you have to be yourself. Be organic. Once you start building organically, as far as the content creator is concerned, you have to keep being organic. So don't forget that. In order to bring the best messages to the light and to bring the best content, you have to be organic. You have to be real with yourself and the people. But that's the one thing that separates, you know, great content creators from terrible content creators. And the reason why I say some people are terrible is because they really don't know what they want to do. And it's not to throw a shot at anything, but if you really don't know what you add into the platform, I don't think you should be doing any type of content. Unless you know it's content that you can resonate with and the people can. Got some people who are doing animal videos and stuff like that. I can respect that. Especially if you are giving awareness. Prime example, you got people who got all these exotic pets and stuff like that. Those type of channels are informational too, because again, it's giving you light to specific animals, especially if they poisonous and whatever. So that is awareness, but that's also being real right there. Whatever it is you bring content wise, even if you just like to do short films and documentaries and stuff like that, you know, bring the content. I ain't messing with you, Davis. Mookie, what's going on? Again, you got to be willing to bring what's necessary to the table. And if you honestly feel whatever you're bringing is great and it could be great, hey, do it. Inspire yourself. Again, you got to do what's comfortable and what's great for you. You can't let everybody tell you what should be great for you or what's good for you. But again, bring bring the real you. See, I'm always going to be me because regardless of what, I am who I am. I am who my parent raised me to be. And see, I'm a prime example of somebody that didn't have a family structure, but yet and still, I turned out to be great. Why? Because I didn't have to have my father fully in my life. I had strong male figures in my life and still in my life to this day. Uncles, aunts, everybody. I had strong people around me regardless. And that's the one thing to remember. No matter which household you're coming from, at some point it's up to you to start making the right decision. But if you're being taught and if you know, you're also being enlightened and encouraged and you're gaining culture, that's good parenting. Like I said, I could have been a whole street dude, but I'm not just a street dude. I'm a dude that's in the streets. I know how to address myself as I need to address myself. I do what's necessary. I go by that old law of land. I respect people the way I want to be respected. But when I feel there's no respect, oh no, I gotta put you down. Don't care who you are. And that's just me. Don't care who you are. Brian, what's going on, my guy? Uh-huh. Definitely appreciate you for popping in. And I definitely appreciate you for popping in. Now, see where you sit at. In the stupid boy corner. Again, I'm repeating myself, but you love it. So again, I'm living rent free in your mind, baby. I want you to keep coming in so I can keep coming on your brain. I hope you felt that today too. Well, it was until you got sniped out. So I be telling people, you can't even allow people and idiots like this to try to dictate your balance or how you move in time. Because trust me, I know how to deal with ignorant people like you, even if I was face to face with you. I would literally laugh at you, burn you, and then ignore you after a while, which I just did today. So, but again, I appreciate everybody that popped in last night. And again, more convos are coming like that. I wouldn't care if it was 5 people on the panel, 1,000 people on the panel. If I could hold 1,000 people, I would. But again, wait, let me repeat myself again for this person. But again, you love what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying is actual facts, and you love it. And out your own mouth, you said it ain't no to stand, right? So stand on what you stand on. Be a grown up and not a child. It seems like you want all my attention, but keep telling you I don't go that way. Do not flow that way, my guy. Start being better in your own aspects of life. How about you actually get on your panel if you have one and bring some real content? I'm gonna inspire you, even you, the lowest of the low. I'm gonna inspire you. Put some content on your channel if you feel that way. Oh yeah, yeah, you won't. But yet I digress. I wake up every day without an ounce of stress. But it's obvious, like I said, that person got something on their chest, but they refuse to really rump with the best. So on that note, I'm still here. Oh, what was about to get asked? Oh, question of the day, for real. What would you do, or how would you feel, prime example, if you won that mega Powerball, whatever? Let's say you just randomly went and played the ticket and you won. What's your first thought of action? Would you allow certain people to know what's what? Would you keep it under wraps? How would you react if you actually hit the Powerball and got that grand money that they be talking about? I can answer for some of them. Some people would definitely, excuse my language, shit themselves. I won. Oh, like that's a general one that I would ask everybody. How would y'all feel if y'all did win something? Even along those stands, it ain't have to be the mega bowl. What if you won something that you didn't think you was going to win? How would you react? What would your first intentions be? You know, would you do something for the better, or would you just follow the norm of basically giving that money back? And you know what I mean by giving it back. Y'all don't give it back in the way that you should. You'll give it back by buying and purchasing things that you know you don't necessarily need at that time frame. I hear you on that, Davis. That's what I'm saying. Like, that is a good question for some people. What would you do if you did get blessed with that type of money? Would you be able to maintain and sustain it, or would you let it go all the waste? Some people would probably blow it all in one instance. Again, because you're buying a lot of unnecessary things that you don't need, that don't really have value, and you can't take with you in the long run. Shay, what's going on, baby? What the hell? Wait a minute, you was live earlier, and I'm just now getting the notification. My bad, y'all. You see what I be talking about tripping? You was live, sis. I gotta catch the replay. Damn. Oh shoot. Shout outs to a few people that's at. Papa Will is live too. Oh shoot. Shout outs to Papa Will. I thought he was shadow hugging, but he live. But again, what would you do if you was blessed to get that? That is an interesting question to ask everybody. I'm not gonna ask the troll though, because 9 out of 10, the troll gonna be sitting there saying he gonna smoke it up anyway. Smoke it up on the rocks. So they don't ask you nothing. Give me 1 second, y'all. My bad. I was serious when I told you I ain't trying to get no copyrights, nothing. I don't care if I ain't never have it on my. Nope. Not editing nothing. Not going for it. Somebody try to get me with Luther, y'all. They try to get me with old Luther. Not man. But that is an interesting question, niggas. Again, you gonna have people that give you different answers. You know, and some people we already know what they gonna do if they do get that type of money. It's already like it's written in the stars. You gonna have it, and then you gonna lose it. And some of it will be because you made poor investments and poor choices, or like you do with some people, you want to keep giving out, giving out, giving out, giving out, not saying, you know what, enough is enough. One thing, in my opinion, the main thing I would do, if I ever did play a number out of nowhere and I actually won, I wouldn't care if it was a grand prize or decent amount. I take care of what I got to take care of first, and then I'm gonna invest in whatever else I need to invest in, and also make sure set up another account because it could come in handy. Oh, for the person that thought I was a one trick pony. Ha! Tricked you again today, didn't I? Yeah, I know. See, when I lay on the top of your scalp piece, and I just do what I do to it, you still come here. So I'm gonna keep enjoying this. But like I said before, sit in the shadows where you've been at, and guess what? Keep smoking rocks. Keep loving what I'm doing. And I'm gonna keep loving the fact that I'm humping your mom. Thank you. Oh, another question. Because I thought about something too. What happens if you thought you was a grand prize winner, prime example? You come to find out it's only one person that you got to share that prize with. What you gonna do on that notion too? Like if you, that's just like if you did win the Powerball, the Mega Ball, whatever, and now you find out it's not just you that won. How you gonna feel about that? Let's say if you had to split it 5 ways, 10 ways, how would you feel about that? Would you still be blessed? Would you still try to do as much as possible, or would you be upset? Oh yeah, they definitely try to give me a copyright. My bad. Yeah, like I'm saying. Like I said, what if 10 different people won that same prize? You thought you was the only one that won. Not sharing, but not sharing it with them personally. But I'm saying, what happens if y'all had to share the money? But they gonna split that down anyway when they get situations like that. But I'm saying, would you be happy with whatever split you got? Some people will say, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm still gonna take whatever and do whatever." But then you got some that say, "Nah, I should have got a little bit more." But you got some that just be highly upset about it, like, "Nah, man, not doing that." The main thing to remember though is be blessed with whatever you have, whatever's presented to you, whatever's given to you. Just remember to stay blessed, stay humble. There will be more blessings coming along the way, one way or another. But yeah, that's a poll I'm gonna have to take at some point. Like, what would you do if you won that money, even if it is by yourself? What would you do? I'm trying to pop, man. Come on, son. It's too early in the day for your shit. What you want? What you want, son? What you want?
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Chilling, bro. Chilling. Trying to get away from this music. Give me 1 second. You got the mic.
Go ahead, man. Good morning, good morning. How y'all doing, Chet, man? I'm just getting on, man. Eating me some breakfast right now, man. Just resting up before I go to work around later on at about 3. Yeah, I was just coming here to chop it up and see how y'all guys doing, man. I ain't really gonna stay here long, man. I was just kind of say what's up, and I was just put on your little tape, man. Every day I wake up, man, I go into the bathroom, into the sink, and look at myself in the mirror to just thank God I see another day, man, to keep going forward, man. Like every day is always a better day, man. You try to make it better than the last day you had. So I don't try to complain, man. That's why you got to wake up and just try to get better and better every day, man. It's a learning process. Every day we get older, and I hope every day we get wiser and smarter and don't repeat the same mistakes we did in the past and nothing like that. So. It's always a learning process growing up. That's why I wake up thanking God and getting ready for what days you gotta be going through and whatnot. Like, what's your agenda for the day and whatnot. So I go out there and hunt and try to see, kind of strive to be the best, man, and reach for my goals. And like I always say, man, wolves always got to eat, man. Just trying to find success in life, my brother. And chat.
Big facts. That's why I'm saying. It's always gonna be a learning. Again, you're gonna be learning until the day you close your eyes for good. Some people are gonna have to come to realization again. There's only gonna be so much time you're gonna be wasting doing certain things that's not beneficial. That's not really leaving something for your legacy.
Mm.
You have to get past the not just the pride, but you gotta get past personal feelings. Again, disputes. Like this person that keep coming in here. You say you ain't know this name, but you still come in here. So obviously I'm humping your mind good enough for you to come up under a million names, not under your actual name. So again, I win this battle in this war again. I wouldn't care if you came up with 20 more troll names. Still gonna get the same work. and you still come here every day. So again, I'm obviously saying something that you agree with and that you love. So until
Well,
you stop being
man.
a little kid, you know, you don't get this work.
Hey, continuing on, bro. And maybe you probably doing good. And number one, bro, like we all need to start doing, man, like you doing, bro. Kill their asses with kindness, bro. They can't stand it while you still happy. They trying to piss you off, and you still giving them that goddamn positive advice. They would kill a goddamn bully, man. That will fuck his mind up, bro. And that's why I'm like, bro, kill it with kindness, bro, and tell them God bless you and move it on. I tell myself that, man, because sometimes I have a little bit of an anger issue, man. I want to just strike back with everybody attack me, man. But at the same time, man, like the old folks would say, like my grandmother and my mother, man, kill these fools with kindness, bro. But they're like, what the hell? He ain't getting angry. He's still trying to be nice to me. What the hell is wrong with him? Then he'll stop and leave. Just like the devil, man. The devil trying to intimidate Jesus Christ, man. And Jesus, like, get behind me, Satan. I will not do what you want me to do. And he just disappears. You can give me all the riches and all the money and everything, and still, man, I don't want it because I'm not going to sell my soul for it. I want to do it the old-fashioned way. I want to go out there and earn it, not the thing handed to me at all. So kill these fools with kindness, bro. And I'm gonna do the same thing because I keep telling myself that as well, bro. Kill these guys with kindness because they want to have that same energy. Whatever they wake up miserable and hating everybody in the world, you don't have to have that same attitude, that same energy, man. Just tell them, man, God bless them and keep it moving. We all have our little moments, man. We don't feel like fuck with nobody, man. We have some bad days. Of course, man. We human. We Homo sapiens. Of course, we're gonna have those type of moments. But at the end of the day, bro, and your real self, just praise God and keep going forward, man. Or pray to whoever y'all pray to, and or just meditate and just say, man, I'm just try to make it, make it through the day, man, so I can try again tomorrow.
Big facts. Oh, they really trying to give me a copyright, even with the Jamaican music. Yep, it's one of those days today.
Oh Lord.
Somebody played some Shabba Ranks that I know for a fact got me a copyright on my backup, so I ain't, yeah, my bad. We ain't gonna be getting one of those, man. Ain't nothing, baby.
Man, I want to go to Jamaica so bad, bro. I want to go. But best believe everybody thinking about that paradise Jamaica, man. But shit, you don't want to know the other side of Jamaica, the hood, the ghetto Jamaica. Oh, some crazy, crazy guys over there. You don't want to piss none of them off. None.
Nah, it's a whole fact. But that's anywhere
Mm,
you go. You don't want to make the wrong people upset. But not even that. Sometimes you just got to be aware of the dangers because it wouldn't matter which side of the state or the country, wherever you're going, you still
hmm
got to be mindful because anything can happen at a blink of an eye. You ain't
Exactly.
on point, you're going to set yourself up for failure. So,
That's why you probably pray and pray to the Lord. And I just like God protect me from hurt, harm, and danger for the day I gotta go through right now on my journey, on my travels. That's why I used to, when I was living with my grandmother, I used to anoint myself with oil on my forehead, bless oil, and pray to God, man, and protect me on these dangerous highways or whatever you got going on during the day, man. And prepare yourself for the day so
yeah.
you be protected by the Holy Spirit. I don't have no blessed oil no more, and I think since my grandmother passed away, man, I don't know where is that blessed oil at. I think my mother have it, but one day I'm gonna try to see if I can get some at a Christian store and try to buy some of that and try to put blessed oil on my forehead and blessed oil around my house. So that's what I was thinking about doing, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I've been trying to look for, try to find a Christian store so I can have those. And
Yeah,
on
that's
that,
all fact.
yeah, and on that note, Big Nate, bro, like I said, I ain't gonna try to be on here long, man. I just came to whip it up with you for a couple of minutes, bro. You have a lovely morning, man. I hope you have a great day today, bro. And if you do another show, I might appear, and talk to
Yeah.
you again later on today, man. I just can't, wish y'all, good morning to everybody. Hope everybody staying cool out, inside or wherever y'all let it stay in front of a air conditioner, and bro, and just be safe out there, man. And Big Nate, bro, God bless you, bro, and keep sparing your word, bro.
You already know, man. Same to you, man. And that's same to everybody, man. Look, just gotta stay safe out there, but you also, keep your mind focused on the goal at hand. Like I said, I can't stop nothing until them two spirits stop ringing in my ear. And I don't
Exactly.
think they're gonna stop ringing in my ear till I'm gone. So yeah, I'm stuck with it.
Man, it's all about balance, man. It's all about balance. Let me tell you a little story, man. I'm gonna let you go.
Bro.
You ever watch Godzilla? You know Godzilla the movie, the one that be coming out, like Godzilla versus King Kong, all that.
Yeah.
Everybody wonder why Godzilla is attacking these buildings. Why is he doing this? Why is he killing people? The reason deep down inside, do you know he is trying to maintain balance because the world people don't learn from this. The world can be we can destroy the world by the factories, all the different kind of air we breathing through the chemicals and stuff. Maybe Godzilla was doing that trying to keep the world at peace, trying to maintain the balance so it won't destroy the planet. Maybe he had to make destruction, basically trying to clean it up to destruction at the same time.
Yeah.
But we as human beings, man, we are destroying the environment. Look at the animals. Most of them are extinct because of us, man. The elephants, the tigers, they all on their last legs, man, because of we killing them. Poultry, the rhinos losing their horns, man. We need the animals more than they need us. It's the circle of life. That's why I mentioned that Godzilla thing. Everybody wonder why Godzilla is basically the bad person. No, he's basically the apex predator of the world. He's just like a protector. He's defending his territory as Earth. He's trying to maintain balance. People just need to read between the line when it comes to stuff like that. Even though we always like to see Godzilla kick ass or whoever monster he face, but at the same time, in spirituality, man, it's basically trying to keep the world a better place and trying to protect it. That's why I take on that. It's just to me, I think it's just a learning thing,
Yeah.
my situation. But all
But
right, Big Nate, man, I'm gonna jump down, bro, and God bless you, bro, and y'all have a good one, my brothers and sisters in the chat. God bless you. Y'all be
no,
safe out there.
no doubt, bro. Definitely have a good one. Stay safe and God bless as well. Cowboy, what's
Likewise,
going on,
man.
my guy? Yeah. Shout out. Shout out to Brian for popping up. But nonetheless, you still need a balance regardless of what's going on. A fair balance at least. You're not gonna get a perfect balance, but you're gonna get a fair balance at least. And I believe the people need to stand up on those situations that they need to stand up on. Gotta make changes one way or another, from the smallest to the biggest. Everybody has to pick a side as far as what side of the fight they're gonna be on, and then attack what needs to be attacked. You will get a strong balance and a strong field of play, and even the numbers will be somewhat starting to come in your favor if you bring in the right necessary tools and steps. See, like I'm gonna say to my repeat offender, you can say whatever you want to say in the chat under a troll name, but you can't deny the logic and the fact that everything I'm saying is truth. And when you learn to come to that type of term, maybe just maybe we can actually have some words. Wouldn't matter how the conversation is being brought or what's being brought in the conversation is being brought regardless. While you at it, you need to focus on whatever laws might be changed in your area that could possibly affect you and yours. So stop focusing on me and focus on your life. And that's what you're supposed to do. Focus on yours and then focus on everything around you. But yet, yet and still, That was a great conversation. We're gonna have great conversations like that. Whether this whole bastard is in here every day or not, you can't say ain't nobody giving some real facts. For you, since you're the only one that feels I'm repeating everything, I'm gonna repeat everything through your slow ass until you get the message of what's being said. You can't knock something that's beyond you and beyond me. Period. So instead of you being a pain and a nuisance, and instead of you trying to be your best self and possibly be a part of something that's winning and growing, don't bother. Just keep it pushing. Cause like I said, I'm not focused on you. I'm not gonna go around the internet or go anywhere looking for you. I don't care. You are a non-factor. The greater factor is bringing this message, whether you like it or not. I hear you, Davis. You supposed to. Definitely are. Keep yourself aware and keep yourself safe, especially those who are in those areas where you get hurricanes or tornadoes. Make sure you got everything you need just in case, stocked up. I think that's something that this person should be focusing on, stocking up on things they need instead of coming over here getting on your knees. I can't be honestly repeating myself if you're repeating the same old madness and the same old texts in the chat. So who's really repeating themselves? But yet I digress. You are a non-factor and will continuously be a non-factor. So continuously do what you've been doing if you ain't gonna listen to reason. Don't get mad when I really start going above and beyond and saying some things I don't really want to say and I wouldn't normally say, but I'm gonna say them now. Don't become a victim. Not become a victim and casualty over here. Play it smart like you've been doing. Just sit back and watch. If everybody else that's building and growing, keep standing strong and keep putting your foots on necks, even the necks of people that don't know when to leave well enough alone. Just keep putting your foots on their neck. Oh, one thing I did, I might bring that up at some point, probably tonight. I asked a question to some of the young fellas, a couple little questions. But I feel even with that question, there's going to be different answers. So, like I said, I'll always have something to bring to the table. For that person, you could get a look at the table, but you could never sit at that table. I can't sit at a table that's with somebody that's not sticking to their word. So it is what it is. And again, you ain't messing with me. I'm messing with you because you're here. So like I told you the last time, and I'm gonna tell you again. While you outside, please get me some ice cream and some magnums because I'm gonna be messing your mind up in here. There's gonna be even more that's coming that's gonna mess your mind up. And you might actually stay away. Even if you don't, it don't matter. I'm here to stay. So I can't bring that topic up to again tonight. It's a couple of things I was going to bring up today, but I'll bring it up tonight. But I smell copyrights coming soon because somebody is not trying to move their car. And they really playing the whole Shopping Rings album. Yeah, I'm not going for that. But But all in all, for the people that have been here, like I said, we're gonna continue to work and be greater and grander. So let nothing stop us. And again, for those who might have just tuned in, please give healing prayers to those who need it, especially Angel. Today is her brother's funeral. I know she's having a rough one. Um, like I said, Angel, we here for you, and we got all the love and respect for you. And if you need to hit me, you already know what it is. And that's for anybody. You know, you need that healing prayer, definitely take it. You know, because you're gonna need it. That's a part of the uplifting too. You know, just giving it where it's needed. Since it's a good Friday, and it's definitely a good Friday, I will definitely be back in here this afternoon with some music. Apologies for yesterday, but I got a late start on doing something else. But yeah, and still, we did get the open panel. So, like I said, content is always going to be key, and content will always be brought up. Oh, before I leave, though, I want to say this to this person in particular again. You can't be worried about me repeating myself when you got some people who are actually repeating themselves on the same stories day in and day out, being a part of that quote unquote distraction. When you have different topics that are being brought here every day. So you need to figure out what the hell you watching. Maybe you need to get your brain off repeat and start getting your brain on fast forward. Fast forward your life to something greater than being a menace. He ain't really a menace. Just motivate yourself to just not suck in life. That's it. I don't gotta say much to you. Like my boy Cowboy just said, and I want to say that for you and for anybody else. Keep your head on the swivel. Mine is already on it. What about yours? But yet I digress. It's always a good conversation with the people. We'll go figure out lunch. I'll definitely set the reminder on the backup for the live. We're gonna have a good one. And I'm gonna try to do this open panel as early as possible. And I'm gonna do my supporting like I always do for everybody. So I support real, genuine people, and that's what I'm gonna continuously do, one way or another. So we'll definitely be back later this afternoon, and tonight it could be a special open panel. We'll see. And again, shout outs to everybody who's part of the eulogy family. Definitely working on some few things. Again, trying to cook something up. Um, we gonna always have these long talks. Long talks bring what's needed right now. Oh, that's not even Shabba now. They playing something else. Yeah, he will definitely give me a copyright. I hope there ain't no burner boy or whatever over there. And that's coming from somebody's window. That's not even coming from their car. Get the hell out of here. Somebody definitely lonely and in love. But it is what it is. You know, y'all definitely make what's happening here necessary. Again, I'm glad to be a part of any type of building change that's happening, whether the naysayers like it or not. I'm going to always remain myself and continue to be myself. Some of y'all need to get it together. Oh, no, I know, because I'm not over there. The minute I do go over there, you're going to hear it. So I'm keeping myself over here. And if not, you know, you're going to always hear the same old sirens and stuff. And I got a feeling somebody is going to bother me because I see him coming with a speaker. Yeah, let me get up off of here. Before I do leave up out of here, I didn't forget about y'all. I did forget something. We got to get your boy up over here. Get him up on
Been
the
doing
screen real
circus
quick.
tricks just to get in the house. So imagine what he be doing when I be pulling off this dead leash shit. Cause he wanna get in the house, boy. He wanna get in the house. I said he wanna get in the house.
But you know, this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, but I ain't taking no chances with the Beats neither, Davis, because they even get you for that. So, but again, I'll definitely be back this afternoon, and we gonna definitely have a Throwback Friday too. So, definitely always love when y'all come in for the conversations, whether y'all hit the panel or not. No, but this is what we're gonna continue to build: growth and change for the world. And for the repeat offenders, I'm gonna keep repeatedly beating you in the head with the same repeats. I'm gonna beat you in the head with the same repeats because you need it. Because obviously something in your brain ain't ticking. Mine already been ticking. Mine do a little too much thinking as it is. But you gonna be the last thing that's thought about. But definitely appreciate you for being a sucker and coming in for the day. And I appreciate everybody who really tuned in and honestly messed with your boy. So we're gonna definitely be stronger and wiser and greater, no matter what the world is presenting us. Just remember that, folks. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. And for everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and then be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real bills. You know, for those who might be out and about enjoying their weekend, again, hopefully y'all stay safe on all aspects, health-wise, and just be observant. If you got your kids with you, definitely be observant and in tune with your kids. Definitely keep yourself safe at all costs. Even if you're dealing with the heat, just keep yourself in the best shape possible. And just have a blessed one, like always. You know I'll be back later, definitely. Y'all stay safe, keep that third eye open. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.